Hi everyone, this is Andrea Powell with Corona Rising, and this is Kids Reading Hour, or otherwise known as Parent Break. And this week I am so excited to read you a brand new book I just got called Go Green with Greta. And this is about an amazing young activist from Europe who is helping fight climate change and making sure that all creatures on Earth are protected and taken care of so that we can all go on to enjoy them for years to come. So I wanted to show you some of my favorite furry friends, and then we're going to go on to read this book about Greta and think about ways that you and your family and friends can help protect the Earth too, because we all can play a part. Okay, so this is a panda. For those of you who live in DC, maybe you've seen one at the zoo or maybe other zoos around the country. What do pandas eat, right? They eat bamboo. So we need to make sure that pandas have enough bamboo so that they don't go extinct, right? Next, we have an ocelot. This is totally my favorite animal. This little guy lives all around looking for food, looking for a safe habitat, and they also need to be protected. Now we have a sloth. I bet a lot of you have seen videos about sloth. I met some in Costa Rica once. They're very slow, but they eat lots of insects and they live in trees around the rainforest. So we have to protect the environment so these little guys stay with us, right? Okay, and now we have a giraffe. They live in different parts of Africa, and they too eat a lot of greens, and they're big and they're tall. And this guy doesn't really have a long neck, but they have a very long neck, and they are very special to us. And then we have a praying mantis. Surprise, that's a bug. But they too also need to have a good, safe, clean environment to thrive, and they help keep our plants clean and growing, and they protect the plants from other insects. And finally, what is this guy? Does anyone know what this is? Is that orangutan, chimpanzee, monkey? You decide. I want to hear your comments. But this little guy also needs to be protected. So these are some of my favorite furry friends. We're going to stop now and we're going to read Go Green with Greta and then talk a little bit more about ways that you can be a big part of helping the environment. More soon. Go Green with Greta. No one is too small to save the planet. Hi there, I'm Greta, and you may know my name. Fighting for our planet is my claim to fame. My parents weren't sure of the change at the start, but now they support what they know is in my heart. We must all stand up and support the science. We cannot sit down and take non-compliance. It's up to us young ones to go spread the word, to do what we can and make ourselves heard. From the moment I wake up to greet each new day, in all that I do, I seek out the best way. Leaders of companies and even presidents attack me, but I won't back down. My sarcasm is free. That is protective and says their words I shouldn't read, but I feel it's my duty to teach the deceived. I sit down to breakfast with my mom and dad and talk about changing the things that are bad. Cereal with honey and soy milk, not cow, to set an example right here and right now. I use a cup that's not full to the top to brush my teeth without wasting a drop. I use bicarb of soda instead of toothpaste. It has nothing added and a salty taste. This method saves water. It's easy to do. Why not try cleaning your teeth this way too? I try my best to wear secondhand clothes. Most people are wasteful, as everyone knows. Why throw out clothing that still has good wear? It's useful for others, and it makes sense to share. All items are new till the first time they're worn. Secondhand doesn't mean it's old or torn. I pack up my school lunch with foods that will suit, like salad and nuts and a lot of good fruit. Food that is processed and meat's not allowed. My diet is vegan, and of that I am proud. Finding the right food is not always easy, but I don't miss food that is salty or greasy. I take out trash and put it in bins, one's for recycling, like paper and tins. The other one's house waste, old food and such stuff. We do all we can, but it's never enough. When I go to school, I do not take the car. I'm fortunate that my school isn't too far. I walk with my friends or I ride on my bike. It saves fossil fuel, limits pollution, and the like. If it's raining hard so my parents don't fuss, I gloomily agree to ride on the bus. At school, I am quiet. I don't talk a lot unless I'm questioned and put on the spot. If asked about climate change and what we must do to protect the Earth's future for me and for you, once I get started, it is so hard to stop. Our leaders in action, it's too hard to cop. At lunch when I'm eating my good healthy food, others may tease me and be quite rude. They offer me things they know I can't eat, trying to catch me out as a big cheat. And the media is looking for any mistake. They'll print anything for a good story's sake. Sometimes my mother takes me to the store. She respects my thoughts on food, products, and more. We read all the labels and we don't shop in haste, seeking out packaging to help cut waste. We buy local produce like everyone should. It may cost us more, but it makes us feel good. I won't buy plastic except for reuse, recycled or refilled. It won't become refuse. Bags made of plastic, I will never choose. They kill fish and turtles, and that is animal abuse. So please stop with the plastic. It's really not good. Instead, won't you please use some glass, paper, or wood? I go to the thrift shop to buy myself clothes. I don't dress fancy, as everyone knows. Used clothes can be stylish, and they may be brand names, but buying pre-loved is no need to feel shame. When homework is given, I get it all done. School is important, if not always fun. Then I'll read a book for an hour or two, check some social media for my reviews. My supporters deserve a reply if I can, but I ignore the critics who dislike my stand. My friends and I make our all-purpose cleaner. It helps make our house shine and keeps it much greener. To make it, all you need is a bucket of water and a fresh lemon, about a quarter. I help my mom cook dinner, a nice vegan dish. Dad finds it hard, so he sometimes eats fish. All animal products we try to avoid, like meat and eggs, we used to enjoy. Cow's milk and yogurt and cheese are now out, but there are alternatives that's still allowed. Hot water for dishes comes right from the sun. Roof panels make power for everyone. We don't have a dishwasher. I wash it by hand. In saving power and water, my family takes a stand. A gray water system connects to the sink. It gives plants water that's not fit to drink. We keep a compost bin in our backyard. Putting our food scraps there isn't so hard. This cuts down on trash and reduces bad smells. Wouldn't you all like to do that as well? We use our compost to fertilize plants and grow our own veggies. It's such a great plan. I take a short shower in buckets I stand to catch and recycle the water for plants. We catch all the rain that falls down from the roof. Some say it's not healthy, but we have our proof. It goes through a filter and all our plants thrive. Fresh water is much better than that with fluoride. Please don't believe everything that you're told. Do research yourself. You'll see the lies unfold. I check the news headlines to keep up to date for stories on climate change and on Earth's state, noting the things that require attention to make the world's leaders stage an intervention. They think that the climate is just hocus pocus. The economy is always their number one focus. At night, I turn off every light we don't need. It saves lots of power. Please follow my lead. I also unplug everything on the wall, like TVs and toasters. It's the best call. Trees use up CO2 and give us all oxygen. They can help our climate if we plant enough of them. I set up a planting day inviting the schools. Students can plant trees. There's no real rules. At each local cleanup, I always attend, lending a hand and maybe making friends. Picking up trash to make our city clean is so much better than watching a screen. I'd rather not fly to attend an event. Planes use up fuel to a massive extent. Instead, I will try to sail places by yacht. Some say my concern is fake, but really, it's not. Others may laugh and may say that I'm mad, but their lack of concern just makes me feel sad. When interviewed on climate change, I am so passionate and some people think me strange. I say what I think, challenging those who doubt. They're far too comfortable and refuse to go without. So please take a stand, be inspired by my actions, and don't be discouraged by doubters' reactions. Make lifestyle changes. Encourage your friends. They cannot ignore the strong message this sends. Giving up's not an option. There's no ifs or buts. We'll do the impossible if we show some guts. Unite with the science. Take action, be brave. We need to protect the world that God gave. And the end. We showed that we are united and that we, young people, are unstoppable. Greta Thunberg. Thanks for joining in, and see you next time.